she wrote a confession letter to her family explaining what she did with Tammy and saying, I know you'll probably never ever forgive me, but I sort of read that letter and it just didn't seem sincere. It just seemed like something your lawyer would tell you to write. I don't know if she realizes what she's done. I don't know if she realizes the magnitude. I think she firmly believes she was an abused wife and she had to do all these things and she was coerced into it. She had no choice. And in actuality, she had plenty of choice. She was alone with Kristen twice. She could have saved her life. As soon as he admitted he was a Scarborough rapist, she could have turned him in. And she had so many opportunities to actually do the right thing that she never did. So either she's really lying to herself, that maybe she firmly believes that she's done nothing wrong. Maybe she feels that maybe her conscience is clear because she feels, well, I've done my time. I've paid my price, and I want to live my life now.
It's always been hard to get a handle on Karla Homolka, and I think in many ways that's why she's the most fascinating and confounding figure in this long, tragic story. You know, Paul Bernardo is what he is. He hits all the check marks for a sexual psychopath. He is, I don't want to downplay what he is. He's a monster. He will stay in jail forever and ever. It's exactly where he needs to be. But Karla is much more difficult to get your head around. We know her history. Why did she become this person? I know at one point when she was being evaluated, I believe it while she was serving the sentence, she was described as morally vacuous. Well, what does that mean? How does someone become that? You know, how does someone become the kind of person who can offer up her sister and then cover up her death? How can someone become what Karla Homolka became? And then what is her life like? I mean, we know a little bit about having moved around and her relationships in prison and going to Guadalupe, and what's her life like? What are the people around her like? And I'm not sure we'll ever know that, but it does make her, I think, by far the most complex person in this tragic story.
Karla Homolka's new lawyer, who it turns out is the sister of the second husband Karla married, went to court and said that it was inhuman and, that she'd done her time and that was it and you walked free, which is true. In most cases, 3-time serial killer. I don't know. Maybe that's a different case. Maybe we don't say that, grand theft larceny is, maybe it's, a little bit different. But she was able to convince a Quebec court that Karla Homolka shouldn't have a single requirement post-prison. So when she walked free, she was free. She was free to do absolutely anything she wanted. She didn't have to report. She didn't have to stay away from teenage girls, nothing.
There's still people writing letters, and the average person on the street, if you tap them on the shoulder and ask them, what did you think about Karla Homolka's deal? Oh, man, it'll give you 20 minutes. Even the poor girl does every single day of 12 years. She doesn't get any parole. And what do? They want to put one of these peace bond orders on her so they can follow her around for another 2 years, even though she's not serving sentence. So she just, she met some guy in Quebec, and she was in custody, and she married him, and I understand she's somewhere in the Caribbean with their 2 kids, living a normal life.